Club Brugge, 3. Barcelona, 3. Unbelievable match. Unbelievable. Barcelona fans, let me tell you something. You are defensively shocking. I thought Real Madrid were bad against Liverpool. But against Club Brugge, you got opened up, pieced up, like a can of beans. Quite literally. Barcelona were looking mad out there. Balde and Koundé, what on earth are they doing on every single match they're playing? They think they're going to overload the wings and not expect anything in return. They are smoking some serious strong stuff because Forbes cooked you on so many occasions. That guy was absolutely sensational. Probably man of the match today, along with Yamal. Because Yamal saved you from being embarrassed. Yamal, a guy that's supposedly at 70%, he saved you. Even if he didn't look that good out there, he was the only player that was looking direct and was going to do something against Club Brugge. The only player. This was absolutely crazy to me to see Barcelona moving like that in the Champions League. They are going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Don't forget, you have Chelsea at the Bridge. That match in itself could be an absolute whitewash if Chelsea play their cards right, properly, with Maresca. Barcelona, they do not look anything like the team last year, a shadow of themselves. You cannot blame this on injuries. It's a systematic failure of Hansi Flick. Playing the same system over and over and over again. High lines for life. Moving like Ange Postecoglou out there when he was managing Tottenham. Exactly the same. The way that high line is sitting quite literally in the halfway line most of the time, you can see Club Brugge having so many chances to open you up. It's unbelievable. What a crazy show today from Barcelona. They could have lost that game so easily, if not for individual brilliance. That's what it was. Even Yamal threaded through the pass earlier on, so they could actually cut it across the box for their very first goal. Because Club Brugge, I tell you what, they were looking at opening you up even after you scored. They had a chance directly after. The camera wasn't even panned on Club Brugge. They were still showing the replay of the goal, and then Club Brugge are on the other end, which literally 5 seconds, and they still opening you up. Araújo and Eric Garcia were absolutely getting bullied out there. Bullied. I tell you what, they need to rethink their strategy this season, Barcelona. I thought Real Madrid were bad. I thought we were bad. I tell you what, Barcelona are even worse. And the rest of La Liga is showing it as well. Look at Villarreal today. Getting beaten by Pafos. Athletic Bilbao. Or Athletic Club de Bilbao. Getting beaten by Newcastle. La Liga's a shit show. It's completely an absolute... Oh, God. We are literally playing in the worst league in the world. We're top. Fine. We'll win the domestic. Real Madrid will win it. But today, I tell you what, Barcelona, they were absolutely horrendous. Unbelievably horrendous. How many times do you actually need to overload the end of the pitch before you realise that you're going to have something coming back at you? You can't do that. That is ridiculous. Hansi Flick should know better than this. This is the Champions League. This is the champions. That one. Yeah? It's saying La Liga. We are not expecting teams to actually crucify you on the other end. Well, Sevilla did. But this is madness. The Barcelona fans must be absolutely going crazy at the TV. I think Papillon must have had a heart attack several times in the middle of that match because of the way that Barcelona were moving on the defensive end. Attack. You can say that Barcelona sometimes have nothing to worry about, but in defense, they were absolutely getting fried. Big time. It was ridiculous. How are Koundé and Balde acting like this? What has happened between last season and this season? You can't blame that on injuries. They're here. Koundé, Balde, the same as last year. What is the difference this year? They're getting cooked. That's the difference. Unbelievable. Araújo looking like he's got ice skates on several occasions. Eric Garcia the same. I'm going to be honest. I never rated Eric Garcia. I've never rated him in my whole entire life watching football. He is poor. He's too short. He's not physical enough, and he will get bullied by a taller, much physically built centre forward. Eric Garcia is not that guy. Trust me on this one, Barcelona. This guy is going to carry on your team, and watch this space. Champions League comes, you're going to get bullied once again with other teams. That's fact. I'm going to say it. Real Madrid and Barcelona are not going anywhere in the Champions League this year. You're expecting at least one Spanish team to be properly competing. Not this year. There are no Spanish teams competing for the Champions League this year. And Barcelona fans being in my comment section saying, oh, don't worry, Hansi Flick's going to fix this. Oh, he's going to fix this. He's going to fix this. Guys, come off it. He's not going to fix anything. You're expecting that Rafinha to come in. He's going to fix everything just like that. With Rafinha coming in, you can see why you miss Pedri. That is also a definite fact today. The way the midfield is controlled is through Pedri. De Jong, I was expecting him to do that duty. Nowhere to be seen today. I tell you, this midfield is lost without Pedri. Yamal stepped up today. He showed his qualities today. He showed what he's made of as a player. And there are honest things I need to say about Barcelona. One of them being you are defensively poor. The other being is that you're just trying to score a perfect, cute goal in the front of the net. That's what you're trying to do. When Yamal is trying to be direct, shoot from outside the box, do a lot of things. The risk that you were taking last year, you're not taking this year. That's also factual. And Hansi Flick is to blame for this because I tell you what, he knows the system to set up against a team like Club Brugge. He knows that Club Brugge is going to eat your attack. Why not drop the defense a few yards backwards? Why are you playing with this absolute monstrosity of a high line? It's absolutely ridiculous. What is going on here? Hey, Barcelona fans, you must be absolutely in la land at the moment because you don't even know what is going on with your team. You don't even know if you can beat the next team. You don't even know you can beat Celta Vigo away. That's coming up this weekend. How do you know you're going to beat Celta Vigo away? I know why. Because La Liga's absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. Like I mentioned earlier, all the teams in La Liga, they're absolutely failing miserably. And yeah, Real Madrid, we held it against Liverpool. And Club Brugge, they could have easily beaten Barcelona today. The whole team stunk, apart from a few players. Apart from a few. Szczesny, what was he doing at the end of the match? Trying to do dragbacks when he's free and nearly got caught out. That is ridiculous. They had opportunities to actually open you up time and time again. I don't even know where Barcelona was moving today as a defensive unit. They were shocking. Unbelievable. I think that Hansi Flick actually really needs to go back to the drawing board. He doesn't know what he's doing at the moment. He's just putting pieces on the pitch and saying, okay, you play. Do your thing. There's no tactical awareness about any team that he's facing. None at all. Club Brugge, none at all. Sevilla, none at all. Girona, none at all. This is factual. Real Madrid, El Clasico, none at all either. Even though I don't really care about that match because we won. But none at all. Several teams throughout the season, even more than that. None at all. The only great match that you played was against Valencia, probably Getafe in some slight manner or fashion, and potentially Newcastle, even though Newcastle are absolutely horrendous this season. Let's just call it as it is. You went to St. James's Park against an absolute broken Newcastle, and you think that's a barometer of how you're going to be playing in the Champions League? No way. Wait till you face Chelsea at the Bridge. That's going to be a barometer. Even though Chelsea are not playing the best at the moment, you think you're going to beat Chelsea when you can't even beat Club Brugge away from home. That is ridiculous to me. They don't understand what position they're in, Barcelona. I tell you, Laporte sitting in the fans, sitting in the stands, sorry, and literally smiling throughout the match like he has no care in the world. Barcelona fans must be looking at him and saying, "What an absolute idiot you are." I can only believe what Miguel Barca Volleyball is actually thinking at the moment. I can only believe what he's thinking, Omar's thinking, Younes is thinking, all these guys that appear in a Football Chaos show. I can only believe what they're thinking. They must be saying to themselves, what on earth do we need to do to catch a break? What on earth? Because there are certain matches this season that I think Barcelona could fail in. A lot of the teams away from home, even though Barcelona are trash themselves, the rest of the Liga are even worse. But I tell you what, the difference is not that big between Barcelona and the rest. I think they could falter at teams like Real Betis away, Villarreal away, even though Villarreal are absolutely horrendous at the moment also. Those kind of teams. And I tell you what, in some part of me, I'm going to admit it as a Real Madrid fan. When Barcelona are better, it elevates the level of Real Madrid also. And for Real Madrid and Barcelona to get out of this hole that they're in, I mentioned this on my last video. I mentioned in the previous video that La Liga needs to improve. The teams in La Liga, the way they play, they need to improve. The football is too slow. The tempo's too slow. You're going against Club Brugge and you're getting shell-shocked because you don't know what to do when they actually hit you with pace and directness. A team like Club Brugge, they absolutely toyed with you at times in terms of counter-attacking opportunities. They toyed with you. That's the problem. And that will be a major problem for Barcelona throughout the season. But Yamal, I've got to take my hat off to him because he was the one that actually turned up. Even though he's not fully there in physical ability, he was fully there in terms of mindset. He just delivered the goods. He went, okay, cool. I think it was like about 50, 60 minutes onwards. He was like, I'm going to take control of this game myself. I don't need anybody. Just take control of the game myself, and I'm going to make Barcelona come back into this and try and win this. And he did that. He did that expeditiously. He was absolutely amazing today, Lamine Yamal. I think that he's going to have some momentum games. He needs to have that kind of momentum to build himself up. I don't think that Lamine Yamal is 100% there. When he gets there eventually, then we'll probably see the true Lamine Yamal. And also when Rafinha comes into the Barcelona squad, maybe that will help Barcelona because their front end press is absolutely horrendous. Like Club Brugge were actually working the ball in the defense and then bypassing your press. And then you have literally only your two centre-backs back and they have four oncoming strikers. Four oncoming attackers, sorry. That is ridiculous. How can you be on 4-on-2 situations countless times in the match and you're just hoping that Koundé and Balde tracks back? Madness. The way that they were just, the line was crazy to me. Balde and Koundé, they were literally, the first goal was Koundé's fault. He was keeping everyone on. He was keeping Club Brugge on. Crazy. Forbes was onside. You saw him. When he received the pass, he was onside. Because of Jules Koundé. And they are criminally poor in everything that they're doing defensively. They have no organization. They have no unison. They don't know where the line is. And like I said, in previous videos as well, Inigo Martinez. He is the guy that has literally made you who you are defensively last season. And without him, you are a shadow of a club. You're a shadow of your Barcelona selves that you saw last season where you were playing and being direct because you had faith that Inigo Martinez was back. This season at the beginning, you could have had faith a little bit because João Garcia was keeping the ball at the back of the net. But because Szczesny's there now, you don't have that faith in your keeper. You don't have that faith in your defenders. You can't go attacking like this on countless times. I know Barcelona want to attack. I know they want to play direct. I know they want to be literally forcing the agenda where they actually pump the ball upfield and then try and get a goal. But I got to be honest, if Hansi Flick otherwise says anything else than that was a very, very poor Barcelona performance, then he has a lot to think about. And the news reports out in Spain saying that Hansi Flick, this is his last season, clearly evident, I think, because Barcelona, they're going anywhere playing like this. Real Madrid will beat them a few times if we play them more than once, and that will be obviously Super Cup and the return fixture in the Camp Nou. That is going to be a serious game. And I think Barcelona, they've got their days numbered. As a Real Madrid fan, your days are numbered, Sonny, because that team, they can get cooked at any time they want, honestly, because they just keep on literally flooding players up forward and they have no care in the world who's going in the reverse direction. This is the Champions League. This is not La Liga. Get that through your thick heads. Champions League. I don't really care because, well, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but unfortunately for Barcelona fans, they do care. And they do care massively when they see their team getting pumped 3 goals by Club Brugge. They do care massively because in the latter season, imagine playing in the knockout stages against Bayern Munich or the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Man City, or the likes of Arsenal. You are getting annihilated. Imagine Arsenal's counter-attack, Liverpool's counter-attack, Man City's counter-attack against Barcelona. Crazy. PSG with a fully fit squad. Oh my Lord, God help you. Bayern Munich also. My Lord, you're going to get absolutely cooked. And if Barcelona fans don't see that, you are clearly blinded by this so-called light that you saw. Oh, last year we were this team. This year, not the same. People have caught you out. They know what you're going to do. Hansi Flick is getting found out this season. That's factual. People know how he's going to play with this Barcelona lineup. And managers on the opposition side, they're adjusting well. They're adjusting well and they're finding weaknesses in the team. And the main weaknesses are your wing-backs. That Koundé, that Balde combo is absolutely atrocious at times. I honestly think that Gerard Martino will do a better job than Balde, sorry. I honestly think. I think Barcelona need to drop both of them. I've got to be honest. Drop both of them and you'll see probably a better defense. A bit more compact. Not flying wing backs and trying to create overlaps and trying to do attacking plays in the final third. It ain't going to work. You're going to get absolutely fried in the reverse end. That is factual. The counter-attack is Barcelona's main weakness. And Barcelona fans, you need to realize this. And I tell you what, I don't really care, like I said before, but Barcelona fans will need to actually hold the team to account. Unlike what they're doing now, they're saying, oh, okay, everything about last year, or look at what we did last year. They keep on going about last year. Guess what, guys? It's a new season. Talk about this season. Why can't you ever criticize your own team? Start criticizing your team and maybe the team will listen to you. Maybe the manager will listen to you. Maybe you will get the results you need to actually beat teams like Club Brugge. Maybe you will get the results that you need to actually bypass the group stage in the very first place. I don't even know where Barcelona are. Actually, let me have a look. Let me have a look where Barcelona are. I'm going to do this on my video. Where are Barcelona in the Champions League table? Let's see where they are. Because I believe they are nowhere to be seen at the moment. 11th. You're out of the automatic placings. 11th. Yeah. That is crazy to me. You have Tottenham above you. Actually, you're playing Chelsea soon, so wow. Okay, that's going to be a good match because Chelsea, tell you what, Stamford Bridge, they have a chance to go above you. So we'll see that happening. Galatasaray above you. Liverpool, Real Madrid, don't forget that one, even though we're 7th and we're still poor ourselves. Newcastle are above. PSG, Man City, Inter, Arsenal, Bayern. Yeah, Barcelona getting cooked. Look, in the playoffs, you may get through, but it depends who you face. Because if you face someone of the likes of, let's say, maybe Club Brugge again, you may get cooked this time. Home and away. Who knows? Sporting, Dortmund, any of these teams could actually really do a number on you. So, I tell you what, Barcelona, you are in absolute turmoil. and you don't know how to dig yourself out of this hole, it is going to be absolutely criminal. La Liga is not going to sugarcoat anything. The Champions League, Barcelona want to do well. Barcelona fans want to see their team do well in the Champions League, and this is not the best example. Guys, make sure you like this video, comment down below, and let me know your thoughts on the game. Take care, guys. Adios, and this has been In The Stream Dave. Take care.